One of the biggest killers in DayZ is sickness, especially for new or returning players, but every sickness has a solution, and here I'll hopefully help you find that solution by giving you the full cheat sheet to prevention and cure. If this video helps at all, please leave a like or a subscribe, it genuinely helps me out so much. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Well, it looks like I'll get to exercise my medical skills. Any wound inflicted by another player or infected should be treated with bandages if available, or alternatively a sewing kit or rags. Applying disinfectant to bandages, sewing kits or rags will prevent wound infection, but beware that any damage sustained to these items will remove their disinfected status. Also remember, most pristine bandages are already disinfected. If you suffer cuts, you can get wound infections, and they come in 2 stages. Stage 1 comes with light screen shakes, grunts of pain, and your stamina is slow to regain. To treat this stage, hold and apply disinfectant, iodine or tincture to your wound. Stage 2 is late stage infection, which occurs in around 20 minutes if stage 1 is left untreated. This comes with health loss, quick water loss, fever and shaky hands while aiming. To treat this stage, take tetracycline. You'll need about 4 pills over 20 minutes. Take 1 pill at a time until the pill icon disappears at the bottom. Then take another pill until a sickness symbol has disappeared completely. Though I have to say, prevention is definitely better than cure here. If you drink from unclean water sources such as ponds or random plastic bottles you haven't filled yourself, you can get cholera. This comes with a fever, vomiting after eating or drinking, and quicker dehydration. Only eat and drink in small increments to prevent vomiting, and treat with tetracycline, supplemented by multivitamins if available. Empty all water bottles you find by looking at the floor and pouring them out. Refill with fresh water at wells when possible. Wells and cans of drink you find are always clean, but you can purify dirty water with purification pills or by boiling the water in a pot. If you eat with bloodied hands or consume raw meat, you can get salmonella. This causes vomiting, resulting in health and hydration loss and occasional grunts of pain. Only eat and drink in small increments to prevent vomiting, and treat with charcoal pills, supplemented by multivitamins if available. Always clean blood from hands in water sources such as water bottles or ponds, and wear gloves, and make sure your meat is cooked but not burned as labelled here. Common colds and influenza are caused by being wet or cold, such as when your temperature gauge is blue. It can also be caught from other players. A cold comes with sneezing and shivering. Influenza comes with coughing, shivering and a fever. Use masks to prevent spreading. Stay warm with well insulated clothes or fires. Keep away from ill players, including sharing food or drink with them, and treat with tetracycline, supplemented by multivitamins if available. Codeine pills can stop coughing temporarily but will not cure it. You can use a thermometer to tell your temperature. If your temperature is above 38.5, you have a fever. And lastly, getting a heat buff from a fire, this plus symbol here, can prevent these types of illnesses while it's there entirely, which is extremely useful for colder days and early starts. You can identify blood loss by your blood symbol at the bottom emptying and changing colour from white to yellow to red, with each level drop causing the screen to lose colour until it's black and white. To treat, you can transfuse blood from a saline bag to regenerate blood quicker over time, or from a blood bag to restore it, either from other players or blood you've previously taken from yourself. The blood type always needs to be compatible, and a blood test kit can reveal blood types. Having the wrong type of blood can result in unconsciousness, blood loss or even death. Combine a blood bag or saline bag with an IV starter kit to use. Chemical poisoning is caused by eating large amounts of food from unknown food cans, eating rotten or burnt food, or drinking non-drinkable liquids. Symptoms include uncontrolled vomiting causing food and hydration loss, as well as slow stamina gain. Treat with charcoal, supplemented by multivitamins if available. Gas or toxic poisoning comes after 25 seconds of cloud exposure but will eventually kill. It causes the coughing up of blood, the vomiting of blood, cuts to appear, health loss and eventually unconsciousness. A pox antidote or blood transfusion from clean and compatible blood should cure it. For a broken leg identified by a broken bone symbol, a limp and blacking out when trying to walk, apply a splint for 15 minutes. Codeine reduces pain for around 5 minutes, morphine lasts around a minute. This can help you if your health is low. Kuru is caused by eating human meat and is incurable. It can be identified by uncontrolled laughter. Don't eat human meat. Multivitamins can prevent most illnesses by boosting your immune system and are especially useful when you're cold. Keep in mind they are not necessary to cure but can aid in recovery. Epinephrine can revive an unconscious player and provide a stamina boost, steadying your aim before you fire, with pox antidotes also being able to revive an unconscious player. And if you're wondering where to find all of these items, they can all be found at hospitals or medical facilities, including yellow tents such as these. God, I hope this isn't used. or rectal. For another guide to help you out, just click here, and as always, until next time.